everybody, Dylan Distraction here, coming to you live from Batlantic Studios. I want to do a quick back to the drawing board, show you what's on my drawing table, talk about comic books, zip up my sweatshirt. It's cold in here today. Brr, I thought it was supposed to be spring. Clearly it's not spring. At least it's not snowing, it's only just rain. So, Batlanticstudios.com to get a free comic book. Please check out my work. Thank you so much for all your support. I've sent out all the Kickstarter backer rewards. So if you do receive, or when you do receive your comic books in the mail, please post them on social media if you want to. Tell everybody how thrilled you are. That'd be awesome. Cool. So, what did I want to speak about today? Someone recently posted on social media how, and something I hear all the time, and I have an opinion on it, and I don't know if it's a popular opinion. If you disagree, please comment, share, like, let me know what you think about this. But someone recently posted on social media in a forum that aspiring comic book artists should spend time drawing the mundane, everyday, daily situations that people have. Like, I think getting a haircut was what they were saying, and this idea that if you can tell a sequential story, someone doing something boring and trivial, then that'll make you a better storyteller. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because I think that first and foremost, aspiring comic book artists should create what they're passionate about. And that's what I'm always trying to do. I'm always trying to create something that I would want to see. I always want to try to have things that influence me and things that I love. It's 90s genre, sort of. That's the stuff I'm into. The 90s Chromium Age comic books, over-the-top sort of image revolution stuff. That's the stuff I love. That's the stuff I want. So that's the stuff I want to make. And I think that if a creator gets caught up in this idea that I gotta really grind through doing 22 pages of people talking and somebody getting a haircut and somebody going to the bank and then having to go to the post office. Like if that's what you want to draw, that's what you're passionate about, that's what you want to get and have, then yeah, that's what you should create. If people getting haircuts is what you want to draw and that's the story you want to tell, then that's what you should make. But if you want to do something that's more active or lively or funny or cartoony or silly or sexy, whatever you want to receive, that's what you should put out. That's important to me. I think that it's important to other people. So my quote was that I love the way Jack Kirby drew the mundane, said no one ever. And I think that that's important because if you think of comic books, or what I think of comic books is that sort of over-the-top, dynamic, action-packed, exciting hero's journey. And that's what I want, so that's what I make. And if other people want something else, then that's what they should make. And I wouldn't get caught up in this idea that you have to grind through comics and it's this chore and that it's this horrible labor that someone's going to give me the script and I have to try to figure out how to make this boring script interesting. I don't think that's accurate. So I'd love to hear what you think. Please comment, post, share, like. I'm going to flip the camera, show you what's on my drawing table. I've been working on some new pages for my comic book archive, The Warhood Odyssey. Yeah, I'm really happy with the stuff I'm working on. I'm really so thrilled to be making comic books, and I think my newest stuff is my best stuff. I've been doing a lot of ink wash, which I think is kind of a neat effect. Definitely been borrowing some of those techniques from Tyler Kirkham, I'm a huge fan of his work, and I have a page of his, so I've been looking at that, studying that, like, how does he get these effects? So that's something I've been doing lately, a lot of red lines, a lot of blue lines, so I'm also going to speak about some comics I recently just got at Coast City Comics, my local comic shop in Portland, Maine. So I'm going to show you those, so I'm going to flip the camera, hold on. Alright, back to the drawing board. Here's what's on my drawing table. This is a page for my comic book archive, The Warhood Odyssey. This is an 11 by 17 Bristol board page. You can see it's ruled with blue lines here, indicating that it is a comic book page. This is my character, Aaron Nallid. There's Tachi and Locke and Yari. These are all in the first 3 issues that I've successfully Kickstarter funded. So you can see here I'm using a couple of different effects. We have ink wash, right, in this pen. That's how I get these sort of gray tones, right? And then we have this China marker, Sharpie China marker. That's how we get some of these effects here, some of the textures. And of course, you gotta have a huge black magic marker. That's important. You gotta have that. Because when in doubt, black it out. That's my motto. And then brush pens. Use a lot of Pentel brush pens. And I'm liking this 0.5 Copic multiliner. Happy with the line that makes. And then of course these Japanese zebra pens. I got on jet pens. These are awesome. They have a really nice line variety. You can make them really thick or really thin depending on how much pressure you apply. So this is a page I've been working on. Thinking it's almost done. I'm probably going to go darker in this area, make the figure pop out more. But I'm happy with everything going on here. I think this is some of my best work yet. I'm excited to have this be in the next issue of the comic book. Yeah, so, and then I was working on this page. So here you can see I do blue lines. I go in and rough up the figure. I get a really vague sort of idea what the action is going to be in the figure's posture. And then I'll go in with a red line, try to tighten up, figure out where the shadows are, and then over that I will ink so it comes out looking like that. That's before and after. So, yeah, that's all I really wanted to show you for my work. And then, of course, I was speaking about Jack Kirby and how this is a book I just recently got. This is an artist edition, but it's a smaller artist edition. It's not the large artist edition that IDW has been producing. This one's a little bit smaller, but I love seeing the side-by-side Kirby pencils and inks. So, yeah, nobody's looking at Jack Kirby's stuff and going, oh, yeah, I love the way he drew people sitting in a diner. It's like, no, that's not what you got Jack Kirby's stuff for. You wanted dynamic action, you know, over the top, really stylized. I mean, this stuff's just mind-blowing. And if you see in these artist editions, it shows where they like paste it up, right? Before Photoshop and InDesign, I had to actually paste things into the pages. Crazy. So, this is a perfect example of how if you love doing over-the-top, crazy action, if you love Jack Kirby stuff, then make comic books that you love. You don't have to make comic books of 22 pages of people sitting around talking. Unless that's what you love. If that's what you love, then that's what you should make. Because if you're passionate about it, then you're going to give it your full energy and effort. But if that's not what you want to do, you're never going to do it. It's better to finish something and have it need improvement, you know, finish not perfect, than to never do it at all. And of course, there's a lot of things about my own work. I look back on some of my earlier stuff and I go, oh man, that's horrible. I could have done that so much better now, but I wouldn't have figured that out if I hadn't have done it. So, ooh, this is cool. You can see like the whiteout that they had. Yeah, I love all this stuff. So great. So that's Jack Kirby Pencils and Inks, IDW Artist Edition. I got this at my local comic shop, Coast City Comics in Portland, Maine. Support your local comic shop. Now another throwback. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Joe Kubert, but another guy that's just a master of the craft. So these are Tor. This is Tor. This is a hardcover. This is a Joe Kubert's creation, and just so just such incredible stuff. His line work, his brush work, so amazing. And again, this is another creator, another artist, an incredibly influential artist. That everything's dynamic, everything's exciting. Every page just explodes with energy and excitement and action. He's not doing 22 pages of people sitting around. And that's because, again, if this is what you love, and this is what I love, then you want to make stuff like you love. Make stuff that you're passionate about. It's going to come through in the pages. So Tor he's kind of like Conan, but just so awesome. Alright, so that's those two. I mean, Jack Kirby and Joe Kubert, even if you just studied their work, you'd have, I mean, that's just, they have mountains of work that they produced in their careers. So, support your local comic shop. Coast City Comics is my local comic shop. I'm going to flip the camera. Thank you so much for your time, energy, and attention. I really appreciate it. Batlanticstudios.com. Oh, I have a Patreon. I don't know if you guys like Patreon, but Batlantic Studios has a Patreon. So if you go to patreon.com/BatlanticStudios, you can get some exclusive content there. I'm going to set it up kind of like a subscription service. So I'm thinking at the higher pledge levels, I'm going to just send stuff to people and have digital only content that you can only get there. So that's kind of my plan. So thank you so much. I also have a YouTube channel. I can post that. Please comment, like, share. Batlanticstudios.com for a free comic book. I think that's it. Thank you so much for your time, energy, and attention. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful evening. See ya.